store as you're dismissed with your purchase. Have a blessed day, decrees the server as they pick up your dishes and your payment for lunch. Have a blessed day. It's a way of wishing good fortune, of expressing hope for good things to come your way. Blessing is associated with favor, prosperity, health, happiness. In the Bible, to be blessed includes having lots of children and lots of livestock and lots of wives. It's about being privileged, having power, being well off. Someone with standing in the community who has money, family, good health, whose material needs are met and who has influence over others. This is someone who's blessed. Blessing connotes salvation, well-being, and peace. In the biblical context, blessing is seen in opposition to curse. Blessed or cursed. Someone who's blessed is seen as favored by God and not cursed by God. Now, the Jesus Seminar uses the translation, congratulations. So the word blessed has associations with being fortunate and happy. So what about these Beatitudes? What about that kind of blessing? Blessed are the poor in Luke, the poor in spirit in Matthew, those who are mourning, those who hunger and thirst, even for righteousness and justice. Blessed are the merciful, you know, the softies. The pure in heart, usually vulnerable. Peacemakers, who usually get attacked from every side. The persecuted. So why would you congratulate people for enduring suffering? It's like, have a blessed day. Oh, may someone beloved to you die, so you're one of those mourning. Or may you lose your job, your house, your car. Oh, or may you be embroiled in a conflict. Then you can be a peacemaker. I mean, these Beatitudes, this isn't what we expect blessing to look like. So what is Jesus talking about? The way Matthew presents it, Jesus immediately kicks off his Sermon on the Mount with an incredibly surprising reversal of the values and expectations of all his listeners and of the culture of his day. He immediately turns everything upside down. It's shocking. It's disturbing. Jesus reverses what blessing is supposed to look like. Health, wealth, power, status. The expectations of rewards and punishments. If you're good, God will bless you with prosperity and health. If not, you'll suffer. Jesus turns that all over, and he continues this kind of reversal throughout the whole Sermon on the Mount. Turn the other cheek, love your enemy, keeps going. One scholar observes, the Beatitudes make most Christians cringe. Maybe we do cringe, but instead of walking away or shutting down or escaping or leaving this back in the first century, where it was also incredibly controversial and unnerving and made people cringe, when we engage with the Beatitudes, we see there's more. We see a God that is love, pure love for everyone, no matter their behavior or circumstances. We see a God that is merciful and compassionate, not vindictive and punishing and scorekeeping. We see a God that is with us through our darkest moments, our most painful, most solitary moments. We see a God that knows that peace comes at a price. And we see this today. As people who are calling for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas are vilified. We seem willing to pay the price for war, but not the price for peace. This week, a group of people from Trinity and Lakewood went to Metro Health to find out how we can support their work, particularly with transgender youth. And we were told this story. We were told of a person who is transitioning, who went to their church, their home church, dressed as the new gender. In the middle of the service, in the front of the whole congregation, the pastor stopped the service and demanded that the trans person leave and get out immediately.
Oh my God.
All I could say is, that is so not Jesus. Just look at the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes assure us that the presence and power of divine love surrounds us, upholds us, infuses us, blesses us, especially when we need it most. We can never be outside or beyond the scope of this compassionate, all-loving God. We are always in God. Yes, our faith puts us constantly at odds with the culture around us. But our faith fulfills our hungers while the values of society leave us ever wanting. So many people say that when things have been at their worst, when they've been close to death, when they've been traumatized by grief, they have felt closest to divine love. We know about this. Many people in this room can tell you what that is like. You don't hear that from people who have won the lottery. Oh, I felt closest to God the day I got that check. You don't hear it from the rich and famous. Ooh, now that I have all this status and power and wealth, boy, do I feel closer to the divine. But you hear it from people who don't know if they are going to take another breath. You hear it from people who don't know how they will go on. From people who want to scream about the horrible problems we are facing, many of our own making. When things are bad and sour and seemingly hopeless, we find our healing and wholeness in our dependency on God, on love, on a higher power beyond us, yet somehow within us. The divine, the sacred, the holy. Blessed. Today we'll name those who have been saints in our lives. Saints. We have seen divine love in them. They have blessed our lives. Perhaps when we have been most in need. May we accept God's blessing in our lives, and may we be a blessing to others. Have a blessed day.